Hey, welcome to GiveMeApps, your app mall, the #1 independent app store. Today we're checking out Fort Lock. This is for the iPhone and iPad, the iOS platform by Jalen Burns. If you are paranoid about your data and want to keep it 100% secure, this is the app you've been looking for. Fort Lock has 3 rules. Rule #1, no ads, no Apple Cloud, no in-app purchase. What you see is what you get. Nothing to worry about with respect to buying extra. You have it all once you download it. Rule #2, encrypt, hide, and secure data. That's the whole point of the app, and you get peace of mind guaranteed. There is so much that this app offers. Just a quick rundown, you get a user-friendly interface, widgets for photos, videos, word processor, documents, contacts, web, notes, passwords, and iCloud. You also get organized files with public and private folders. You get a password widget. Know that once you download it, you're going to be prompted to create a PIN code, a phrase code, and a nuke code. You need to remember what those codes are because that's going to help you get around the app. Now, we're going to go over most of the features, not all of them. We'll leave that up to you when you download the app. Take a look at the menu here. You have close, lock key, hide, and nuke. So we can have the lock key enabled, all right, ready to encrypt. Now, if we decide to lock it, look, this file, which had a name, is now showing up as all of these random characters. We'll bring this closer to the screen so you can see it. This is just a preview of what's to come. What sense are you going to make of this? Well, that's the whole point. If you want to keep things nice and secure, you can do that. Now, we mentioned public and private files. This was a public file, which is why you see it in the list of files and documents right here on the screen. All right, so take a look. This is your home screen. You have this over here, which search for break-ins. And then you have your settings menu, which is this settings area, I should call it. You have your account info, break-in alerts, security. Take a look there. You can require a PIN code, biometric code, which in this case would be our fingerprint. You have your general archive. You can turn it on and off. You have your auto login, which you'd probably want to keep off. Login access, number of attempts. Take a look there. You could customize the attempts if you want to do that. You also have your master lock and your master lock countdown. So once you do that, take a look there and take a look at that. All right, we're going to show you the crux of the app because this app has a lot to offer and we could easily spend 20 minutes on this. We're not going to spend 20 minutes on this, but we're going to show you the nitty gritty. And if you look here, you have your camera, your document, your web, note, password, contact, and iCloud. Now, we mentioned all of these things before, but to show this app in action, the quickest way, we're going to be using the note feature because it's quick and easy, like we mentioned. Now, why do we have all of these options here? Well, you can create a document, you can take pictures and encrypt them all, and no one will have access to them. Imagine you're using your iPhone to take pictures. If you hand your iPhone or your iPad to anybody, they can look through your camera roll, but in this case, you can lock those up, so no one has access to them. Now, to demonstrate this, we're going to use the note feature. So if we tap on note, for example, we're prompted now to type in a note. So we'll just say, hi, this is Fort Lock. Now, obviously, if you were using this to create a note, it'd be a lot more intricate, but we don't want to spend too much time on camera with all of this background stuff. We want you to just see it in action. So you get all of the things that you would expect when creating a note. There it is. Okay, and once you are done with your note, all right, you have your file name. No file name yet. Save as a public file. You may save it as a private file. You may save it as both. You can email it, print it. You get file size information. Look at the word count. It says 5. We're going to bring this closer to the screen so you can see it better because it's all the way on our table. We'll focus in so you can see the options a bit better. Again, you have your file name, your save as a public file, private file. You have your save as both, email, print, file size, word count. You can see that we only have 5. You can auto save. We have it off. And you have your encryption arsenal and issue a report and you can trash it. And you can go home or close this out. We're going to put this back on the table so you can see the entire screen. We'll focus back in so you can see it better. All right, so if we go to the encryption arsenal is a powerful toolkit packed with various tools, techniques, and algorithms designed for encryption and provides users with a wide range of encryption methods, giving them strong options to protect their data effectively. We can open it up if we wanted to do that. You have your AES 256, which is what we turned on earlier. You have your hybrid, a combination of AES and RSA is often used for enhanced security. Data is encrypted with AES, and then the AES key is encrypted with RSA. This combines the efficiency of AES with the key distribution, authentication qualities or capabilities of RSA. And You must keep either AES or AES 256 or hybrid enabled when dealing with a file created using one of these encryption methods. This will serve as a helpful indicator, letting you know beforehand that the file is encrypted and helping you recognize the type of cryptographic algorithm it's using. So we're going to leave this on the AES 256 just because we used it earlier in our pre-overview. And we're going to save this as a private file. Let's do that. We're going to now name the file. We're going to save it in the private folder. We will call this the hello document. Okay, and once we have that, we can save it. It has been saved in our private folder. Now we're back. Now you can see that we have private note files because they are in the private folder. If we go back out, notice that now that we're out of the private folder, we only see the public folder, and it is encrypted because we had turned that on earlier. So if we unlock this, by the way, it says unlock, we have to enter in our PIN code, which for all intents and purposes for this video, we made it 1111. You obviously will not make yours so obvious. And you can see that once we turn the encryption off, the name of the file pops back up. And this is a note that we made earlier. It says second trial note, all right? Now, mind you, the note that we made earlier, or as in just now, was or is in the private folder. So we're gonna go here and we'll just focus this in a bit more, okay? And let's take a look here. You have your lock key, hide, and nuke. Now we can nuke everything and get rid of everything if we want to do that. We're not going to do that here, but you get an idea of what nuke is. So you can search for public files or private files. All right, and again, those are private notes. We're going to go and make one more. We'll make it public. And we'll do one more note. We will say this is our third note. There we are, and we'll get rid of the keyboard. We will now save it as a public file, and we'll call this third note. Now take a look here. Notice with the save options, it says save or save as AES 256. So we can save it with that encryption method because we turned it on earlier. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this as AES 256. Okay. Now we have to create a special key. So keep that in mind. You need to keep those keys around, or remember the keys, otherwise you can't access the file. So it says, please create a special key that you can remember, which you will be able to decrypt later to open the file. We're going to use 1111 one more time just because it's easy to remember right now. Save in public folder. This file has been encrypted and saved using AES 256, and it's in the public folder. So if we get out of there now, you can see that it says third note NTS. It is right there. Now look at what happens. It's now asking for the PIN code because we encrypted it. We're going to put it in. And look, it is further encrypted. So just imagine this. If there was some kind of secret note that you wanted to give to a coworker, or you're working for some kind of company and you need to keep the data encrypted, well, you can't see what this note is. Even though it's in the public folder, you're getting this display because it's encrypted. So it tells you what the encryption method is. Do we want to view the encrypted data? Yes, we do. Now, take a look, encrypt. All right, and you see that right there. We're going to put in the special key, which is what we had earlier, confirm. And now, boom, it says this is our third note. It has now been unencrypted. So, wow, is all I have to say. Wow, wow, wow. This is like security over the security that you already have in your iOS device. This is like an app inside of an app. Well, it is an app on a device that gives you that, again, extra thick layer of security. So we can get out of there if we want to do that. You have the file size, 466 bytes. It's a note after all. So there it is. We're going to go back to the main screen. We're going to go home. There it is. You can see our public files over there. Let's check out some other things, guys. We are approaching 10 minutes. We're at the 9-minute mark. And we don't want to give it all away. It's going to be up for you, or up to you rather, to check this out on your own. All right, to wrap things up, once again, in your main menu here, you have your lock key, hide, and nuke options. We'll leave it up to you to figure out what those do, because we spent quite a bit of time doing an overview of this app. If we go to the settings area under account, once again, you can change your PIN code, your pattern code. Keep in mind, with the pattern code, you're going to get a series of dots, the same way that you would use to log in to your Android or your iOS device. You have a series of dots. You create a pattern. You have to confirm it. You have your password methods. Take a look there. Biometric pattern code for your secondary layer password. So you have multiple options that you can use here for that extra layer of security. You have your nuke preferences over here. You can nuke public. You can nuke private. You have to turn all of these on in order for this stuff to work. You have your nuke countdown. You can have that up there for destruction. And of course, you have your change phrase code. And our phrase code was made earlier. You are going to be prompted to set all of these up when you first try out the app. If we go under nuke, for example, we put in our nuke code, which I'm pretty sure is 1, 2, 3. We have the countdown on, and we have to put in, look at that. Abort nuke protocol. Abort is active. 55 seconds. Now we're going to let this play out, and we're going to end on this note. If you want to nuke your data forever, well, this app, FortLock, gives you the ability to do so. So we're going to let this count down. We'll bring it closer to the screen so you can see it better. The countdown is on. We'll focus. Look at that. 36 seconds until all of this stuff is obliterated. And we like the drama here with the countdown. Nice touch with the app. And we're going to let this count down, and we'll watch this stuff get nuked. I would say this is worth downloading for sure if you are looking for extra protection of your data. If you routinely hand your device to other people and don't want them seeing certain things, sensitive documents, etc., well, FortLock will give you that peace of mind. Let's see what happens. And bam! Look at that. Disappeared. The public files that we have there are now gone. All right, guys, this app offers a lot more, but we would end up spending a half hour going over every single feature. Do check it out. Let us know what you think about this. Would you download this? Leave some comments below. Are there other apps that you use that you would like to see some of those features brought here? Or do you think this app is the #1 app or should be the #1 app to go to? We say this is definitely up there. Guys, check out our YouTube page, which is what you're on right now. Check out our App Store, GiveMeApps, the world's #1 independent app store. You can download apps for any platform, and you can even sell apps on that platform. We hope you enjoyed this as much as we did. We really did enjoy this. Nice app, a lot of great features, and it works. Till next time.